folks, wow, 12 wins in November. Big Western road trip in the books. Big win over the Ducks. We're going to break it all down for you right here and get into the next tilt versus the Aves on the OZone.
You're in the offensive zone, your place for Leafs hockey.
Hey folks, welcome to the OZone. That's Coach. That's KD. I'm the Devo. We're here to talk all things Leafs. Big win to finish off that Western road trip versus the Ducks. KD, let's just get things started. What'd you see?
Well, I'm going to talk a little bit about the negative and then the positive. And against Anaheim, it's about the trap. Trap. That's what they love to do. And they're actually pretty good at it. They're a fast team now. And they run the 1-2-2 trap. So they send a guy in. They back everyone else off, and they try and trying to surround you. It's kind of like the horror movie, where people leave, and you get the people individually get caught, and that's where they get killed. The way to beat the trap is to stay together. But we saw in the first period and for the first part of the game, if you take a look at some of these little clips where they send a guy in, we try to make that long pass, and the person gets stuck. I think here Muzzin gets that pass, tries to go cross ice 40, 50 feet to Marner. He gets surrounded, loses the puck, they give it up. And that's something, where it looked like it was really choppy that first period. They gave away the puck a lot. And I think they adapted to it really slow. So I'd like to see them adapt to it a little bit better. We'll talk about best ways to do that later on in the segment. And other than that, we'll move it on to the coach.
Coach, what'd you see?
Two quick things I really liked, okay? Our two best players. First off, Jack Campbell, unbelievable season, but he's not a flash in the pan. If you look at this, these are stats from the beginning of last year until now. And he has the best save percentage and the best goals against. That's a body of work of a season and a quarter now. So this guy's playing unbelievable. Will he cool off? Maybe. But this is elite goaltending. No one's even close to him in save percentage over that period. So that's fantastic. And then the other part is when your best player is your hardest working player, really good things happen. Here's an ISO of Matthews. Okay, this is the goal that he scored. He's in the corner here, and he's a full step away from his guy. He's on the outside. But look at him work. A second later, he's working for position. And another second later, he's in front. And he's got the guy boxed out with his elbow. The guy's stick is in the air. He's got perfect position here. Tips Brody's shot, hands in the air, it's a goal. That kind of thing rubs off on everybody. Hopefully, Nylander, because he can come and go. But, man, that guy works his ass off. He's not just the guy with the best shot in the world. He's working hard. I really love his game. I think it bodes well for the entire roster.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, for me, what I really liked about that game was, a demonstration of the depth of offense. Sure, you got Matthews and Nylander scoring, but you also have Bunting, Kerfoot, Simmons. I mean, you got to love that. And then, Campbell coming up with 39 saves. It was a dismantling of a pretty solid team. I mean, people who aren't paying attention to the Western Conference, they might think about how the Ducks have been maybe the last season or two, but the Ducks are legit this year, and the Leafs beat them up pretty good. Coach, what didn't you like?
Well, I'm going to focus on a 2-second interval here at the end of the game, okay? So, end of a road trip, and it's 5-1, and you want to get on the plane and get home. I get it, okay? But so here's what happens. Look at the clock here at the top. 7.9 seconds left. So 2-on-2. Two back checkers coming. Dermott, he's communicating here. Hey, we got this. We're good. 8 seconds left. Just don't do anything stupid. Now think about this. This is Dermott saying to someone else in the league, don't do anything stupid. Okay, 1 second later, here's Sandin. The Eagles hold my beer. I'm going for a neutral zone pinch, the rarely seen neutral zone pinch, and he gets toe dragged again. We just talked about that. I think my guy in my beer league, Wes Mason, he could play in that league if there are defenders like Sandin going for toe drag. Okay, so and then 1 second later, look how this looks. Look how this pans out. So 2-on-1, they give up a primo scoring chance. Sandy's like, "Hey, that was worth the shot, right, fellas? You with me, fellas?" And everyone else, including Keith, is like, "What What are you doing?" For the most part, 14 out of the last 16 been very, very disciplined. We've talked about it the whole time.
Yeah.
You can't have lapses like this. Of course, it's 5-1, sure, but we want to be businesslike. We want to play the right way the entire 60, and this was 59 and change. But you can't do that, Sandy. Anyway, I know I'm nitpicking because there's 7 seconds left, but I didn't like that.
That's a good point. Katie, how about you?
Okay, hey, I got so now I'll turn around a little bit about how I like the way the Leafs adapted to it. When you handle the trap, one, you got to stay as a unit. Scott will point out as a D, you like to reverse the puck and get it up, but the key is if you make that reverse that the forwards haven't bolted. And you'll take a look as we start to look at what happened in the second period and on. What they started to do is the defense started to move up together. So they started to clear the zone as a unit. And you'll notice with this clip, actually you can't see him, but Marner comes down deep. I'm going to keep talking here. Marner comes down deep, and it takes that puck with speed. He's got now options to go with the 2D who are with him, and he gets speed through the neutral zone, and he's able to pass off to Matthews, or as your buddy Bealsy asked, dump it in with speed. That's the way to kind of handle the trap, and they did a really good job with it the second half, but they just adapted to it later than I would have liked. I would have liked to see them, start doing that a lot earlier in the game.
So, Kev, let me tell you where I am. You saw me bundled up in the opener, right? That's because I'm over here. You see the cityscape back here. I'm over here in Stockholm, Sweden.
That's
So last 48 hours, little insane for me. I went Dallas, Frankfurt, Stuttgart, Stockholm. And so I'm here, and it is cold. It's super cold.
Right.
So anyway, I took a couple pictures along the way. Here's me at the Stuttgart airport. As I was going there, I ran into this guy. He's a Leaf fan, apparently. I wasn't sure. He wouldn't tell me his name. Pretty sure it was Jason Bourne. But he kept talking about Treadstone. And he was asking me if I keep getting the headaches. He's like, "You get the headaches?" I said, "What are you talking about, buddy?" But I like the fact that he was a Leaf fan anyway. And then made my way to Stockholm. So here, this is in the airport. Here's a shot of Borja Salming up on the wall. You know I love Salming, right? So that guy's the man. And then I went for dinner. Just got back from dinner. I stopped in, told the chef the meatballs were lovely. This is a picture of him here. Also a Leaf fan. So not sure I'm going to get to scout any of the Swedish draft picks we've got, but they're Leaf fans here, man. I mentioned William Nylander to a guy at dinner. He's fired up. So long line of Swedes with the Leafs. Anyway, that's where I'm at. And but so it's going to be a little tough for me to catch this Colorado game here a little later on tonight. But what do you have for predictions, Kev?
Well, this is the letdown, right? I mean, this is the letdown game. You had a great road trip. You've been on fire. You're playing against a good team who's on fire too, who now is jumping onto the road. There's a decent chance that that this is where you go. This is where you lose it. I'm still going to call a win. I think I'm going to call a win all year, but it's certainly going to be tight. The one good thing is Colorado takes a lot of penalties. Leafs power play is moving okay. I think that's what maybe keeps them alive. So I'll call a 5-4 win for the Leafs. Won't do much other than that, but certainly we're in letdown territory. Absolutely.
Yeah, look, it can't keep going, right? Setting franchise records. We're going to have to lose a game at some point. But I'm saying not tonight. As Beano Cook would say, not so fast. No, not him. Lee Corso. That's the guy. Hey, I'm sorry to bring up college football. With you Notre Dame fans, I probably shouldn't have done
Oh.
But
I shouldn't have worn my hat. I wore the hat. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you've called everything over the last month except that.
Yeah.
But who saw that coming? I don't
No,
even think
no.
Brian Kelly saw that coming. But anyway,
No.
I'm going to call a 4-2 win. Colorado leads the league in scoring. Leafs are second in goals against. But I say we get it done. I think Campbell stays hot. I'm going to say Kerfoot scores against his old team. And then going forward, my predictions are these. It's going to be cold in Minnesota. It's going to be colder in Winnipeg for these weekend games. And I say we're going to lose at least one. You know, you can't win them all. And so those are two good teams. And I'm saying we're going to lose one. But still, I mean, guys are playing the right way. And so I'm calling a win tonight. Fingers crossed. Yeah, all right. That's good. Hey, Nate McKinnon back tonight for Colorado.
He is, yeah.
That's an
trouble.
issue.
That
guy is the second fastest man on the planet with the puck.
That's right.
That guy's unbelievable. Hey, did you see his comment today?
No.
You know, Toronto media is all over him, right, in the pregame skate. And they asked him about the Olympics. He goes, well, I've missed so much time. I just hope I can still make the team. Make the team? He's making that team.
Yeah.
What are we talking about here?
No.
Come on. You don't put that guy in Tim Hortons ads if he's not going to make the team.
Right.
Anyway,
oh yeah,
I
hey
think
Scotty,
that might be a win.
I will be remiss to say my DKI, my door kicking award is Matthews 34. He deserves it. He probably could have got it all week, but we're putting him on the trophy, which is still being created. So we'll see it hopefully next week, and it comes back from the trophy makers.
We talked about it earlier. Love his game. He's on a 41 goal pace, right? He was on a 65 goal pace last year. He's somewhere in the middle. He could get 50 and 200-foot game. You know, he's playing unbelievable. For him, for Marner, for Nylander, for Tavares, for Campbell, for sure. It's not about the season, right? It's about what we get done in the playoffs. But, you know, we put ourselves in a real good position to be jockeying for good seeding here. Think we'll be okay. I've been kicked in the nuts for 53 seasons now as a Leaf fan. I'm getting kicked in the nuts this spring. I just hope it's late spring.
Right.
Okay, folks, thanks for sticking around with us. A bit of a Frankenstein this video, a little bit of cut and pasting. Anyways, even with all the technical difficulties, folks, you keep coming back here. You're going to like this video. Subscribe, tell all your friends, share it, and be right back here with us on the OZone for all your Leafs